We're a nation of pet lovers.
She likes to come to the shops with me. She'll do the school run.
But do they feel the same about us?
Let's go, we're gonna go. Come on. I would just like to ask him why he doesn't like me.
There's one woman who knows.
I'm going to ask her how she feels.
Because she can talk to animals.
She says you're getting a new car soon.
My car is just broken down.
And they've got a lot to tell us.
He says the kids are too noisy.
About how we care for them.
She says you're lazy.
What they want.
I can hear him saying spicy.
He loves Bombay potatoes.
Really?
And what they don't like.
Your singing voice isn't the best.
I'm mortified.
Opinions.
She said she hates dishonesty.
Okay.
And secrets.
She said I was near the pub.
Whether you're a believer
Oh, I'm very open-minded.
or not.
I'll be honest, I find it very hard to believe.
Welcome to the wild, the weird,
He says I was arrested. What?
wonderful world of Beth Lee-Crowther.
Do you know she's never bitten anyone?
So prepare to be left
Don't know how pleased she is to see me.
All right.
Because she just told me to.
speechless. Beth is gearing up for a busy week.
Right, ready to rock and roll? A pet psychic is somebody who is able to communicate with their pets through a telepathic and a psychic link.
Beth says she's been chatting to animals since she was a child.
It wasn't until I was older that I realised other people weren't communicating in the same way with their pets.
And for over 20 years, she's been nattering to all manner of creatures, both big and small.
Absolutely beautiful.
And her first stop is in Malvern in Worcestershire. It's an exciting start. She's been called in to meet Petal, a white Leghorn chicken. Her breed typically lay 280 eggs a year, but recently Petal, well, not a sausage. Caroline, who's partial to egg and chips, is a regular client of Beth's and wants her to find out if a fox attack might be to blame.
I haven't picked a chicken up before.
Haven't you?
No, not really. Oh, isn't she lovely? Hello, little Petal. Are you going to talk to me today? She's really beautiful, isn't she? So I know you've been quite concerned about this chicken. Can you tell me what the problem is and what you'd like to know?
I just wondered how she felt because she was a very good egg layer and now she only lays a very occasional egg.
I'm going to ask her how she feels and what she can tell us about it.
Okay.
Now, what she's sharing with me, that she has a high level of anxiety. She's very sensitive. She remembers the time a fox attacked. She tells me she was so well looked after and that you did everything you could. And you even rushed out in the middle of the night when you heard the attack.
Yes.
To save her.
Yes, I did. I let the dogs out and I came running out, barefooted, yes.
And she knows that you did everything that you could to try and save her. And she says to me she was particularly bonded to one of the chickens that got killed that evening, and she's felt like she's lost her best friend.
Over a month ago, Caroline lost 3 chickens to fox attacks, including one of her best layers.
She has been traumatised, and that's made things very difficult for her. What I want to ask her is, are you scared if the fox comes back again? She feels very anxious that there will be a repeated attack from a fox. Is that why you're not laying as many eggs? Now she's telling me the incident is what has triggered her not laying very many eggs.
Yes.
It appears Petal is petrified on her perch. Luckily, Caroline has a plan to put her mind at rest.
Could you tell her that I'm getting the electric fence improved?
That would really help reduce her anxiety.
Okay.
I'm sending her that message now to help to reassure her.
Yes.
She's very happy here, apart from what's happened.
Yes.
And she says to me, you've been talking about having more chickens.
Yes. I just want to get the electric fence sorted first to know they're safe.
Do you feel that that has brought you closer?
It just put like a different dimension on the chickens, knowing how much bonding with each other that they have.
Absolutely. After communicating with this chicken today, I really think she's going to lay some beautiful eggs for you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Well, Petal looks reassured, if that's what a reassured chicken looks like.
It's the best feeling in the world. It makes me feel that what I'm doing is really worthwhile.
In Hertfordshire, Beth's next clients are hoping she can help them make a life or death decision. Arya is a rare ragdoll snowshoe cross, but for this couple, she's not just a cat.
Arya is like a child to us. We love her as if she was a child.
Elizabeth and David, who run a digital marketing company, have doted on their fur baby for 11 wonderful years.
I feel a specific special bond with her beyond just a normal cat-human relationship. She likes the milk, and she's cute, and she's little kitty, sweet little kitty. I literally sing to her and make eye contact with her to calm her down. Meow, meow.
With such a, let's say, close bond to Arya, her inevitable demise is causing a lot of upset.
Knowing that Arya is at the ending phase of her life is just so devastatingly sad to think about that.
She has just been a consistent in our entire relationship, so I think it would really have quite a big effect on us. But that is also one of the reasons why we got another cat.
But they think even adorable 2-year-old Lula might not fill the gaping void Arya would leave. If only there was some sort of weird way to keep her around.
I'm really interested in Beth's help because I have been intrigued as to whether or not Arya would be interested in being cloned.
That is a bit weird. Still, thanks to science, cat cloning is actually a thing. But you better have some money in the kitty.
It costs around £10,000. They would basically artificially inseminate another cat with Arya, and Arya would be reborn.
Whilst animal cloning is legal in the UK, it can only be carried out for scientific research. However, companies in the US are now offering dog, cat, and horse cloning services to worldwide customers. But the question is, does Arya want to be one?
I'm interested in seeking Arya's permission because I think it's important to understand if the subject that is going to go through cloning does want to get cloned. At least we'll always have this, even if you don't want to be cloned.
David, on the other hand, isn't so sure, and not just about copying the cat.
My belief in psychics is definitely steeped in skepticism, but I also feel that I'm really intrigued to see what Beth has to say.
Beth might not have a lot to say because there's a chance her airways could close up.
I'm severely allergic to most cats, which is really ironic for a pet psychic. I start sneezing, my eyes run, I start coughing, and I really don't like to take antihistamines because I like to keep a clear channel.
Hello, you must be Beth.
Hiya, Liz, lovely to meet you.
Do you want to come in?
Yes, please.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Beth, this is Arya.
Hello, Arya.
Arya, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, bless her. Hello, darling. A little bit scared, aren't you? I'm going to start communicating, so I'm just going to go quiet for a few moments, all right? She makes me laugh because she says to me she's very temperamental.
Yes.
She says sometimes her nose feels itchy and her ears feel quite itchy.
She's actually on allergy medicine.
Okay.
Her eyes get really watery.
I got that straight away, that sensation with her nose.
As Beth probes deeper,
I'm being shown.
she thinks Arya wants her to see something.
Have you got a hole in the floorboards?
I don't think we've got a hole in the floorboards.
She says sometimes she just wants to go under.
Maybe under our beds?
No. There's something drawing that cat.
Yeah.
I keep thinking, I hope there's not a mouse at the back of there.
Oh my gosh, I would hate to have mice under the floorboard.
What happens is with cats, they will often bring you a gift.
I don't think that's really ever happened with our cats.
Hold that thought, as David's skepticism is about to be tested.
Oh.
Suddenly, a light loses power, and something catches his eye.
I think there's actually a dead mouse over there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's crazy.
Our pet psychic has built a reputation for talking to all creatures, great and small.
I've spoken to cats, dogs, horses, you name it, I've spoken to them. They've usually got something that they want to complain about or request.
And if you fancy a catch-up with your cat or a tete-a-tete with your terrier, Beth believes anyone can.
Just formulate a question in your mind, almost like send it from your mind to theirs, and observe what comes back. It might be a word, a phrase, a feeling, or even an emotion. It may even feel like you're making it up, but you're thinking something and you don't know why you're thinking it. And that's because it's not your thought, it's coming from your pet.
In Hertfordshire, Arya the cat apparently sent Beth the image of something she had been chasing.
Have you got a hole in the floorboards?
I don't think we've got a hole in the floorboards.
Which turned into a rather spooky moment for skeptic David,
Oh.
and an unfortunate one for this chap.
There's actually a dead mouse over there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. And that's what your cat was trying to show me. You've had a mouse.
Weird that the light went out and then I saw it. Like,
Well, it's a very spooky thing we're doing, isn't it?
That is crazy.
that's so weird. Yeah,
That is
because we've
insane.
never actually had a dead mouse brought in at all.
Our natural reaction is like, oh my God, get it out, is it all right? So what happens in your cat's mind is that cat is like, oh, you didn't like that gift, so I'm going to have to find something else that you do like.
Cats are natural hunters and often bring home dead animals as trophies. Studies have shown that attaching a bell to their collar can reduce their success by about half. But there's no way to guarantee they won't gift you the occasional gruesome present.
Sometimes it can be interesting to kind of say to them, oh, thank you, well done. And see then that may help it to stop.
While David deals with this unfortunate fella,
Poor little thing.
Beth steps out to open up her psychic channels.
Just clearing my head a little bit. That helps with my concentration and my focus. Deep breathing just helps to refocus your mind and allows you to get back into the psychic zone.
But it's not Arya's mind affecting Beth the most.
Just trying to clear the allergy as well. Just feel my throat starting to get a little bit tickly and my eyes a little bit runny, but I'm just going to carry on and hopefully I'll be able to continue.
With Beth soldiering on, Elizabeth has that rather delicate question to ask her cat.
I would like to know if Arya is interested in being cloned.
I think I've been asked once about cloning in the past, and I can really understand why somebody would want to do that. When you've got a pet that you adore, that you love so much, the thought of them not being with you anymore is just devastating and heartbreaking.
But what does Arya think about being cloned?
I'm just going to tune in and see what she says about that. She said, well, why do you need another one of me? Because she's like, I'm all you need. She said, even if you had her cloned, for her, it's like, well, that's not me.
Right.
And there'll only be one me.
You're right.
Because she feels that it would be helpful to you, but she's very much of the opinion that you really need to know that you can't duplicate her.
Yeah.
Because although the looks would be the same, the actual soul would be different.
Fair.
Arya, I believe, understands what cloning is, and she's really eager to explain that it won't be me.
It seems Arya's opinion has resonated with David.
For me, Beth's reading signified my thinking, which was that we probably shouldn't clone Arya.
Yes, her viewpoint on the moral implications of cloning were compelling.
The thought of being able to save £10,000 is a really positive thing for me as well.
Oh, there is that too.
Well, you could definitely spend less money and just get another rag doll.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think that she has like a certain je ne sais quoi about her.
I think Elizabeth was expecting Arya to be more supportive of her being cloned.
Well, thank you so much, Beth.
Well, thanks for letting me come here today and see your beautiful cat. When actually, Arya had Elizabeth and David's best interests at heart.
Beth's next stop is 100 miles southwest in Andover, Hampshire, where account manager Claire wants help with Yogi, the Eurasian.
Yogi is just amazing in the house, amazing with people, very happy-go-lucky. He's just a really good dog.
At home, Yogi is perfectly happy.
Come on in, Yogi.
But when it's time to go walkies,
Come on, Yogi. Yogi, come on.
all he wants to do is stay.
Let's go, we're gonna go. Come on. Let's go, come on, let's go. We're gonna go now, let's go. If I could talk to Yogi, I would just like to ask him, what is making you so sad about going out for a walk?
I just feel like a bit of a failure, to be honest, as a dog owner. I mean, I can't seem to walk my own dog. Come on, Yogi.
I would just really love to know what is happening in his mind when I get that lead out or when I say walkies.
Luckily, help is on its way.
Oh, I love talking to dogs because dogs are great communicators. They always want to talk to me, but I'm always aware that one day I might get one that doesn't want to speak to me.
Well, today you might have your work cut out,
Yeah, come on.
as this one is peculiarly stubborn
Let's go.
about going in a particular direction.
He won't go right. He'll only go left on a good day. This is really embarrassing. I've had the police stop me before to ask if it's my dog. Yogi, let's go. Yogi, come on.
I feel sad because I'm thinking there's something in his mind is kind of trapping him in a way.
Yogi's vet has given him a clean bill of health, and Claire has already exhausted all other avenues.
I've had dog trainers, dog psychologists, I've tried CBD oil, absolutely everything.
Come on. Yogi, come on.
Claire is hoping a pet psychic can get Yogi back on his feet.
If Beth is truly psychic, I feel like she will be able to advise us of why he is the way he is so we can work around that.
Beth has no idea of Yogi's problem, so this isn't going to be a walk in the park. If only.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Beth.
Hello, I'm Claire. Do you want to come in? Yeah.
That would be lovely, thank you. Hello. You're very beautiful, aren't you? Can you tell me your dog's name, please?
He's called Yogi.
Yogi. Claire, I'm going to start communicating with Yogi now. Well, Yogi has got a lot to say. OK, he shows me that there's a problem when you go out walking. He says when you're out, you feel like really anxious and you're like, oh no, what's Yogi going to do now? What's going to happen next?
Yeah.
And that almost puts you in this situation where you're looking forward to going out for a walk, but then you're thinking, is it more hassle than it's worth?
I just can't believe how much she's picked up and how quickly she picked it up as well.
He also shares with me that you got Yogi to go off and do wonderful things together, and it hasn't worked out.
It's like you've lived in our house. This is exactly the problems that I've got. Exactly the problems, yeah.
I completely understand, because he's showing me his behaviour. You may have gone down a route of a dog behaviourist.
Yeah, we've seen a few dog trainers, dog behaviourists.
It's a bit like, ha, 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 ha. He couldn't sort me out. I'm going to ask him now, like, what can we do about his behaviour? And I'm formulating that question in my mind and passing it over to him and see what his response is.
It's the moment of truth, but will Yogi bear all?
When I asked Yogi the question, what he told me was a real surprise.
Beth Lee-Crowther is one of Britain's most renowned pet psychics and believes that she can talk to any animal about any problem. Today she's with Yogi, a dog who hates leaving the house. Oh, and turning right.
Yogi, come on.
Owner Claire wants answers.
If I could talk to Yogi, I would just like to ask him what is happening in his mind when I say walkies.
So that's exactly what Beth is doing.
I'm going to ask him now about his behaviour, and I'm formulating that question in my mind and passing it over to him. Let me see what I'm going to pick up from you, Yogi. He says it's not because he doesn't want to or that he's incapable of going that way. He thinks that, no, that isn't what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's about how you react to his behaviour as well.
Beth suspects that Claire has created a psychic self-fulfilling prophecy.
Pets are psychic naturally. Think about the times when you've thought, oh, let's take the dog for a walk, and the dog gets up, ready to go. You're thinking, oh, I don't want my cat to jump up on the countertop. And as soon as you have that thought, the cat jumps up. And that is because they are reading your mind. So here's a top tip. If you don't want your pet to do something, then don't think about them doing it.
Come on, Yogi.
If Claire is thinking that Yogi won't go for a walk, he could be reading her mind and thinking this is what she wants.
Because you're anticipating it because you've seen it before. The best way forward is to say in your mind to him positive things, to give him that bit of encouragement or confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
OK.
But Beth isn't convinced it's all Claire's fault, so she wants to have a word with Yogi out on a walk.
Yogi, come on. Yogi, this way. Come on, Yogi. Yogi.
He's really not having any of it. He's not wanting to go that direction whatsoever. It's very interesting.
Beth thinks that Yogi is holding back.
What's going on, boy? You've got to tell me how you feel and why you're doing it. He has a memory of kind of turning right and then there was loud bangs. But this isn't something that is recent.
Yeah.
This may have been fireworks or something of that nature.
That could well have happened. With our old house where we lived at that time, it was surrounded sort of lots of fields and there is kind of sporadic gunshots that go off. So that's definitely a possibility. I do actually feel really relieved that I've got a reason, a step mark to now start moving towards hopefully fixing the issue.
Remember, he's very psychic, so you kind of expect him not to turn right, and he picks up that, oh, no, she doesn't want me to go that way. So he knows what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So we've got to put it into a positive spin.
As Beth thinks Claire is key to helping Yogi, she wants her to positively visualize him going for a walk.
Shall we give this a try?
Let's try it. Let's do it.
If he is psychically connecting to her, then he should realise she wants him to turn right.
Yogi! Yogi, come on! You're doing your best there, Claire.
It looks like Yogi's got other things on his mind.
Beth not like fixing Yogi today hasn't made me doubt her because the stuff that she said to me was so on point. I still trust her, trust in the process. I'm gonna try everything. I've got nothing to lose.
I'm not a vet or an animal behaviourist, but my advice would be to gently encourage this every day until he realises that there's no issue. We didn't fix Claire's problem today, but I certainly feel we made encouraging steps.
Beth is leaving Claire with homework. She needs to learn to positively visualise Yogi turning right and happily going for a walk. She'll return later to check on their progress. Beth's next stop is in South Wales, where it's a misty start to the day in more ways than one.
Oh, my baby! Yeah!
Because waiting for her in Swansea is Angela and her beloved pet ferret, Misty.
I love everything about Misty. Her little cute ears, her little beady eyes, her little face. Beautiful now. Misty is 5.5 years old. Sometimes I like to call Misty little nicknames, like sometimes I call her my little spicy girl. You Nana Spicy Girl. Mm. My noodle. And you Nana's little noodles. She's so sweet. She's the cutest little thing. Go to sleep, baby girl, 'cause you Nana's spicy.
Angela goes to great lengths to give Misty the life of luxury.
This is her food. Blended chicken thighs. Picked them up from a local supermarket, and then I add vitamin paste. It looks a little bit like blancmange.
Suitably fed,
My little sweetie.
it's off to Misty's playroom. Well, if she decides to play, that is.
No, she said, leave me alone. She's fed up today. She don't want to play. I'm going to bed. Yeah, she makes me laugh all the time.
I absolutely love the Welsh because my nan was Welsh. So there's a special word in Wales for a hug and a cuddle, and it's called a cwtch. And I'm hoping if I do a good job today, my client will give me a little cwtch as a thank you.
Certainly looks like Angela's the affectionate type. Still, she does worry she's not enough for Misty.
What I really want to know is if she's lonely. I'd like to know if she would want a companion, because she huffs and puffs sometimes. I think maybe she could be bored with me. Oh, huffing and puffing. Sometimes I think she's annoyed with me because she won't give me kisses. Oh, she don't want to give me kisses today. I wasn't thinking of getting another ferret, but if it meant her happiness, then I would definitely go and get another ferret just to please her.
Hello. Oh, lovely to meet you.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
Wow, you've got a ferret. Oh, she's gorgeous. What's her name?
Misty.
Oh, little Misty. Hello, Misty. You're going to talk to me today?
We're hoping so.
I'd love to communicate with Misty.
Would you like to hold her?
I would love to hold her. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Think she'll sit on my lap for a minute?
Well, maybe.
Come on, Misty. It is actually my first ferret reading.
Hello, darling.
I'm not experienced with ferrets at all. I've never handled a ferret.
Don't nibble, Misty.
She's very interested in me.
Perhaps Beth smells like chicken thighs.
Don't bite me.
She went to bite.
Yes, she did.
She wouldn't bite you hard. She just like
I
nibble.
don't want to take the chance. If you hold her a second then,
Yeah,
and then
sure.
I'll go quiet because I need to link in and start communicating with her. So I just have to concentrate and focus for a moment.
Yeah, sure.
All right. It's really funny because she said, your hands are really cold.
She doesn't like cold hands, no.
She doesn't.
No.
That's what she's saying to me.
So
she
that's
said
right,
she
that
can
is.
feel it. You know what they say, cold hands, warm heart.
They do.
Oh. Angela, I'm picking things up from Misty straight away. She's just got this real love for you. And I know you question that sometimes because she says, you always think, do you love me? Do you love me? And she says, I've got to tell you, yes, I love you.
No.
She's talking about something in her diet that supports her body.
I put a vitamin in her food.
She says one of your questions is this doing you any good? And she wants to answer that by saying, yes, it's helping me.
Yeah.
Because she's showing that going in her food and she gets a benefit from it.
Some of the information she's given me is been absolutely spot on. Can't believe how Misty is so chatty with Beth.
She says there's no lengths that you won't go to make sure that all her needs are met.
That is so true. I've even got her own bedroom.
Yeah. I would love to see her bedroom. Well, I wonder what a ferret's bedroom is actually going to look like. I've never seen a ferret's bedroom before. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is amazing. You've even got her name on the wall.
I know.
You've got so many things for her in here, all her little tunnels. It's a wonderful space for her. She's got so many lovely things.
Come here, you.
Do you have a specific question?
I'd like to know if Misty wants a companion.
Now, I'm just going to tune in and see what she says about that.
OK.
It'll just help me if I just touch her a little bit. Are you ready for the answer?
OK.
Pet psychic Beth is with Angela in Swansea, who wants to know if Misty the ferret is lonely.
Are you ready for the answer?
OK.
She actually would like a companion.
Right, OK.
She wants you to know, though, she's going to be the most important one. She does feel that she misses some other ferret company.
Oh, OK.
And she feels that that would help you as well as her. She says because a younger ferret is going to keep you on your toes.
OK, well, with what Misty wants, Misty gets.
Obviously, it's what Misty has told me, but I'm saying to you, you've got to be 100% with that decision.
I am going to take a little bit of time to consider all the possibilities, the pros and cons of having a new, younger ferret, but it's looking like the possibility of really having one, yes.
Getting a pet is a serious consideration and shouldn't be made lightly. Getting a cutch, however,
Bring it in.
is easy.
I couldn't leave Wales without a cutch, and Angela does give very good cutches.
It's been a busy time for Beth. She's questioned a cat about cloning,
She's such a sensitive soul.
advised a ferret on getting a friend,
Trying to find a snuggly place.
and consoled Petal the chicken, who was traumatized after a fox attack.
The incident is what has triggered her not laying very many eggs.
Yes.
But her work isn't done, as she's needed at a local wildlife sanctuary in Nuneaton. Emma and her dedicated volunteers have been nursing sickly animals back to health for over 20 years. But sadly, not all of them can be released back into the wild.
We've had some of the animals in our care for some years now, and there's always things I've been wanting to find out, so I'm really excited to be able to ask those questions.
It's one of these long-term residents Emma wants Beth to meet.
So this here is Harry. And Harry's a beautiful baby boy, aren't you?
Harry seemed quite calm and docile. I'd have loved to have just gone up to him and put my arms around him and give him a big cuddle, but I was mindful that he is still a wild animal.
Foxes aren't typically aggressive, although Petal might think otherwise. Though it's still advised never to approach one. Harry, however, was rescued as a pup after being hit by a car, and because of his age has become tame and not suitable for release. But whilst he's safe, Emma worries that he's not happy.
You know, sometimes he looks a little bit forlorn. I'd just like to know if he's okay.
Let me ask him, are you happy, Harry? I'm going to tune in, Emma. I'll just go quiet for a moment. Strange what he says to me. He said, where's my friend gone? Something has happened, and he feels quite upset. You're right, Emma.
Yes.
It's all right.
He lived with another fox called Rufus, and they were really, really close.
Oh.
And Rufus, he passed away. Sorry.
It's all right. He said, when I'm asleep, he said, I dream that me and Rufus are back together.
Yeah, poor boy.
It's okay.
He's always in this bed, so I do see him dreaming. He's, you know, twitching and his legs are running and...
It's a big deal for him, Emma.
Yeah,
it's
of course
a big
it
deal.
is.
He says that Rufus, like, guided him and, like, taught him many things. Yeah. He looked up to Rufus like a brother.
They were very close. They used to snuggle up together in the same bed, and it's really sad to hear that he misses him.
He says to me he is happy with everything, but he feels the loss.
Yeah.
He feels that loss. He has grief, you know. Harry is happy being here, but he wanted to let Emma know that he is grieving for Rufus. It was important to him, and I think it made sense to her.
I've always wondered if Harry did miss his friend Rufus. Obviously, I can't explain to him where Rufus went and what happened.
You're empathising with him
That's
now?
it, yeah, yeah. Now that we've found out that he is still grieving, then, you know, hopefully we can help provide him a little bit more comfort.
Has that helped you today, Emma?
It does. It explains why he is like he is, you know, and his own little personality. And yeah, thank you.
Well, it's been a real pleasure to meet Harry. It really has.
I think he's enjoyed it as well.
I'm
a little sleepy now.
He's just bloated from all that chicken. Beth's final stop is back in Hampshire. She's returning to see Claire and Yogi, a dog who refused to go in one direction.
When I spoke to Yogi, he told me that he'd been traumatised in the past. He'd actually heard some very loud bangs, and that had really frightened him. So I'm hoping that my communication has helped relieve some of that anxiety.
As well as the psychic stress relief, Beth suggested Yogi get a dog massage and a new, more comfortable harness. She also taught Claire how to project a positive mental attitude to Yogi before going out for a walk.
It's a new leaf now. We're going to go out, we're going to have fun, you're going to love it, we're going to have the best time. I don't know what Yogi's thinking. He doesn't really look massively impressed. Maybe it's just his facial expression.
Actually, now you mention it, he looks annoyed.
We're going to go right, we're going to go right, we're going to go right. Yay!
Yeah, definitely annoyed.
I'm hoping that the homework that I've given to Claire has really started to pay off.
It's time to find out if Beth's advice has worked.
Yeah. Hello, boy.
How's Yogi been getting on? Oh, he's been getting on so much better since he saw you.
Really?
Literally. It's like he got a lot off his chest to you that he's probably been maybe holding on to, but he seems to have, like, a new man.
Well, it's like counselling for dogs.
If you've got somebody that you can tell your problems to and you can get it all out and off your chest, Yogi's exactly the same. Just that has a positive impact.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I understand him a lot more,
Yeah.
and I feel like he's been the same with me as well.
Oh, that is music to my ears.
But whilst Claire believes Yogi's a changed dog, has it made a difference in his reluctance to go right for a walk?
Good boy, Yogi here.
Time to find out.
I'm going to be honest, I do feel a little bit apprehensive about this. I know Yogi is a little bit stuck in his ways and old habits die hard. Let's go, Rookie Zen, let's go. Yeah. Come on then, Yogi, good boy. Come on, Yogi, you can do it. Come on then, good boy. Come on then. Good boy. Yogi. Wow, I just can't believe it, Claire.
I know, what is that about?
He just come out the door beautifully, walked straight up the road.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how happy I am. I feel like I'm going to cry. It's really...
It's like he's getting it in his head now that it's okay to go right. I definitely believe Beth has got inside Yogi's mind. Like, we've tried so many other traditional methods. This is the only one that's worked, so I am a firm believer.
I think we've cued him.
Before Beth's visit, Yogi put up a fight before every walk.
Yogi, come on. But now we've seen him just completely have a change of mind. This is a 10 out of 10 for job satisfaction for me as a pet psychic. Yogi, well done. You were brilliant. Good boy. Good boy, Yogi.
Hi Beth, hope you're doing well. Just to let you know that the day after you left, Luna caught another mouse and brought it in at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Don't kill it. Stop. How did this happen to be in the same exact area? Yeah, we would have appreciated a little bit of insight on that. It would have been great to know about the next one.
Our pet psychic is not a qualified vet or behaviourist. If you have any concerns about your pet, please contact your local professional.